welcome back to the channel again. It's day 22. I'm so happy you're here to join me in my intermittent fasting journey. I just wanted to give this update because I've been getting people reaching out to me. How do you deal with the hunger pains? And the hunger pains are real. The struggle is real. For me, as I go into my 4th week of this intermittent fasting journey, I have actually turned to feeling like fasting is more of like a spiritual journey also. At times you're going to feel like the hunger pains are pretty intense, and that's okay. You can always reach for like 20 fluid ounces of water to satisfy it. It will satisfy it for a little bit, and then the hunger pains will return. The water can only satisfy you for so much. I do like to drink a lot of green tea during the day when I am fasting, and at night, sometimes not too close to bedtime, of course, because it does have caffeine and that will keep me awake. The thing that I'm really enjoying right now is that I feel like I've been able to reclaim my sleep cycle. I had a lot of issues with sleeping throughout 2020, and as soon as I started my intermittent fasting journey, it seems like I'm sleeping a lot deeper. I'm sleeping a lot more refreshed. When I wake up, I actually feel as if I actually got a really good night's sleep of solid 8 to 9 hours. So I can testify that intermittent fasting, at least for me personally, has allowed me to reclaim my sleep cycle. And when I say reclaim, I have to also say too that I did suffer from night sweats. Night sweats meaning just like I'll wake up and this section of my clothing is damp. Nothing extreme, but it's always something I used to ask my doctor about, and he could not specifically put a pinpoint the situation, pinpoint the problem. So once I started doing intermittent fasting, I noticed that I would wake up and I don't have that problem of the dampness around my clothing. I do know a lot of people suffer from that for different degrees. It can have a lot to do with the type of linen that they sleep on. For me, I don't really sleep on anything that's polyester because it holds on to too much warmth, my body heat, whereas I tend to sleep on fabric like Egyptian cotton or any kind of heavy cotton seems to be more breathable. So that could be one solution for those people who were in the same boat as me with night sweats. But as far as being able to just enjoy my sleep cycle and use my sleeps, I know that in my sleep cycle I'm actually entering a deep state of advanced fat burning because my last meal is at 5 p.m. and then pretty much I'm just coasting into my sleep cycle at that point, and then I won't start eating again until 12 noon the following day. So I've lost about 15 pounds without any kind of major interruption in my life, and I could never say that honestly about any other previous dieting plan, whether I paid for it or not. Intermittent fasting, it just seems like an easy, methodical, structured way for me on my own intermittent fasting journey to actually get to my point as far as the goals that I wanted to achieve. So that's why I'm sharing this video, especially for those who suffer from hunger pains during fasting. I know you'll probably, you may lose 10 pounds in the first 3 weeks or so, and you just can't take the hunger pains anymore. But it's only through perseverance and endurance that you're going to get to your next goal. For me, I want to get down to 219. And if you recall, I started at 239. So I'm right now at about 225.2. So I'm just about 6 pounds shy of my second short-term goal, and I do have my eye on it. So it is definitely something I'm shooting for. I do find that as I get deeper and deeper into my 19-5 intermittent fasting state, that I am observing different symptoms of being in a ketonic state, meaning I'm mostly my liver is actually putting up more ketones, and I talked about ketones in my other video, And I've done a lot of research on ketones, as far as keto diets. You've seen them all over, and there are different symptoms for keto, and I've actually gone over them in previous videos also. But I am going into keto a lot faster. And I don't want to break the cycle. It's very easy to grab some bread or something simply because you're hungry, but it feels really great that I can endure the hunger pains either by drinking some water or a 0-calorie beverage, or drinking some green tea, or just saying the Lord's Prayer a few times and going into a state of deep meditation. Meditation is another way that you can actually use to actually accomplish fighting the hunger pains. And the meditation will be another great way for you to actually connect on a spiritual level with your fasting. And a lot of people don't really explore the spiritual aspect of fasting also. Yeah, there are benefits such as weight loss, feeling better. My clothes feel so much different on me after 15 pounds, and I'm excited to get to the next stage, which is going to be 219, and then from 219 I'm going to drop down to 200. So I'm very, very excited about moving on to each individual milestone. But also, the fasting journey has been a spiritual journey also, because it allows me to separate myself from the whole regimen of having to focus on what I'm eating and I'm actually spending more awake hours doing other things. I'm more productive as far as whether it's reading a book or just catching up on the latest news or whatever it is. So you are going to feel more productive because you're eating less, you're less tired from the flood of blood sugar going through and having to deal with high carb meals. High carb meals for me tend to make me feel lethargic. So it has helped me to eat more sensibly, to be more focused with my meals, and observe that ratio, that healthy ratio of more dietary fiber and protein and less starchy carbs. We do need the carbs for just simple, quick access to energy, and that's fine. But we get to the point where we have too much carbs, and then the body has to compensate for that through different hormones and so forth. So I just wanted to make this video really quick for those of you who are suffering from hunger pains. Sometimes when I do have hunger pains, I go and do jump rope. So exercise is also an option too. That might sound a little crazy, but believe me, it does work to satisfy the hunger pains if you do a little light exercise, because it also takes your mind off. You're doing something, you're being mobile, and you're being energetic, and you're releasing energy, and that will accelerate your weight loss plans also. So hunger pains are real. The struggle is real. There's no pain without a little, there's no gain without a little bit of pain, as they say. So, of course, check with your doctor or dietitian to make sure that intermittent fasting is going to work for you. But if it is going to work for you, to stick to it. The most popular plan out there for years and years has been 16-8 diet. People have lost thousands and thousands of pounds over the years, and a lot of them have gained it back, and that's fine. But we learn and we grow. And eventually a lot of those people who lost it permanently through intermittent fasting. And you can adapt. Once you get to your goal, you can adapt intermittent fasting from whether it's 10% of what you're doing, whether you're doing it daily, or if you're doing it every other day, just to stay on track and stay within that limit of whatever your weight loss goal is, or whatever you feel or whatever your doctor feels is your ideal weight. So I hope this video did help you. Just stick it through. Your pain tolerance, your tolerance to the hunger pains will build over time, and you'll find that they don't affect you as much as you get deeper into the fasting process. So I do wish you all the success in the world with your fasting, and I hope you arrive at your goals. Until we meet again and talk on our next update, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you, and good luck to you.